Without a doorbell camera or security camera, someone in the past could have tried to break into your house and you would have had no idea about it. Today, we're going to look at the footage that has captured these events and footage where their doorbell camera saved their life. This horrifying doorbell camera footage shows a woman waiting for someone at a front door when, out of nowhere, a man appears.
Please help me! Please help me!
You can see the woman desperately holding onto the door and yelling for help while the man is pulling her away. The man carried her down the driveway and quickly to his truck. He throws her in, then drives off. It's truly terrifying how fast the attack unfolded, getting her into his truck in less than 30 seconds. Although the woman was yelling for help, the man was too fast for anyone to act on it. Thankfully, the woman was found safe later the next day, and the suspect, whose name was not released, was charged with kidnapping. The police also noted that they did know each other and this was not a random attack. Regardless, this shows truly how quickly someone can get taken away and kidnapped. Let's just be happy that the woman was found safe. This video shows a man ringing the doorbell of an apartment, explaining to the homeowner that he is a maintenance worker and is there to check the air filters.
Can I help you? Oh yes, they came to check your air filters. I'm not sure. This is 38277.
Apartment. No one came to the air filters.
Can you repeat that?
No one came to check the air apartment.
No. Yeah, we're checking the air filters.
Oh, nobody's home right now. We'll have to wait until another day.
Oh, much appreciated.
After looking through the doorbell camera, the homeowner senses something is off and tells the man that no one is home. Now, despite not exactly hitting the mark on looking like a maintenance worker, the man actually did a pretty good job of selling the act, even having a clipboard out. The man began to kick on the door hard, while another masked man appeared. The original man posing as the maintenance worker now had a gun as well. They were kicking the door hard and had almost broken it in, but the homeowner decided that he wasn't going to let them in today. This was clearly enough to scare the two men off, but it just goes to show the length that criminals will go in order to pull off the crime they are committing. You certainly wouldn't expect someone to break into your apartment during the daytime. You can see the police show up later in the clip where the homeowner and his brother went out of the house to talk to the police. When the cops arrived, they noticed that there were bullet holes outside the homeowner's door, indicating that the original suspects had fired back at the home. Luckily, the man had a doorbell camera, which would ultimately end up saving him in this situation, being able to look through the camera and sense something was off. This next doorbell camera video shows a fire that can be seen right outside the homeowner's front door. You can see just how fast it was spreading and how big the flames were getting as the fire was making its way closer to the house. The original uploader, Michael Hernandez, wrote, "At around 3:30 a.m., my family and I were woken up to my Wink and Ring app, notifying me that there was a motion at the front door. The app must have sounded 3 to 4 times before I finally woke up. Once I opened my eyes, I noticed flames coming from my bedroom window. I immediately ran to the front door to turn on the hose, but could not because it was way too hot. I ran back out to try and extinguish the fire with an extinguisher while my fiance called 911. When Michael went to turn on the hose, you can hear him yell in pain as he feels the heat of the fire.
Shit! Ow!
He then runs back inside to grab an extinguisher to try and put out the fire, but he realizes that it's no match for the giant flames. While this is happening, a voice can be heard telling him to get out of the house. The voice could have been first responders, but also could have been a neighbor. After realizing the fire extinguisher was no match for the massive flames, everyone inside made it out of the house safely. Had it not been for the doorbell camera, the outcome could have been a lot worse for them. Even Michael knows this, titling the original video, "Ring Doorbell Saved My Life." This terrifying doorbell camera video shows two suspects approaching a front door in California. The two men were both wearing masks, and they were both also armed with weapons. The man in the front was armed with a revolver, while the man in the back was armed with brass knuckles and a tire iron. It's clear that the suspects had bad intentions and were at the home for malicious intent. The man in the front knocked on the door multiple times, even yelling out for a person named Kevin at the end.
Yo! Yo, Kevin! Come on, bro.
After seeing the men wearing hoods and wearing bandanas over their face, the homeowner knew something was up. They called the police as soon as they saw the men on the doorbell camera, and after a minute of knocking, the men gave up and left their residence. This video shows truly the importance of a doorbell camera, especially at night. Without the Ring camera, the homeowner would have had no idea who would have been behind the door, only to be met with two armed men waiting for them. Luckily, the camera alerted them of the threat, and they did not answer the door to the suspects. I'm sure many people remember the creepy clown epidemic in 2016, where there were tons of clown sightings seen everywhere. This terrified many people as clowns were seen everywhere, from their front doorsteps to the sides of secluded roads. Many doorbell cameras have captured these encounters, however, this one stood out. Clown goes up to a door armed with a machete. It looks around for a bit and can even be seen looking through the windows of the front door. The clown rings the doorbell and gives a little wave before going around the side of the house. Now, this is obviously extremely creepy as is, but the fact that the clown has a machete makes it a lot more of a genuine threat. When the clown goes around the side, it almost looks like it's hiding, waiting for someone to come out of the front door. The clown could have even been sneaking into the backyard of the house or going to another house in the neighborhood to terrorize. The thing that makes this clip scary is not only that the clown has a weapon, but the fact that no one knows what the intentions of the clown were. Why was he going up to someone's door with a machete? Let's just be thankful that the homeowners did not answer their door and meet a machete-wielding clown on the other side. This footage shows Stephen Mayer, a prolific burglar with convictions lasting 25 years, moving through a neighborhood, going up to doors, and moving through backyards looking for different ways to break into the homes in the neighborhood. You can see him try door handles and look through windows to try and get into these houses. He goes to multiple different houses and multiple different doors, but to no avail. Well, at least that's what the camera captured. According to the article, Stephen had actually been successful on the 2 nights the videos had captured him, writing, "He was successful in entering one home in Middleton, but only made it as far as just inside the front door before hearing the occupants inside and making off. Shortly after, Mayer tried the door of a home in Greenhound, which was unlocked. The occupant woke up the following morning to find the house had been ransacked, including lights being left switched on, drawers pulled open, and both front and back doors to the house left wide open. Stephen was jailed for the break-in and crimes that he committed, but it is unclear what has happened to him since. It's just scary to see him moving through to different houses looking for opportunities to break in. If there were no cameras, the homeowners would have no idea that Stephen was even attempting to break into their home. Even though he did break into a house, thankfully, no one was hurt in these crimes, and everyone was safe. Fair warning on this next clip because it does get pretty disturbing. In this next clip, an older man with a beard holding a plastic bag can be seen knocking and looking through the windows of a front door in Las Vegas. Throughout the clip, the man repeatedly keeps saying, "Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have some questions for you."
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
Now, this is obviously pretty concerning, as it is very random and there is a homeowner inside. The man continues to stand there for a while, again saying the same remarks, almost looking for someone inside. After saying these remarks for a while, the man begins to walk away from the door, when the male homeowner, who wasn't home, gets on the Ring camera voice feature to talk to the man.
Are you absolutely certain? Sure.
So, who are you?
What? Yeah? Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about maybe fuel. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to her in. Do you have her open the door? I'm going to kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in. I want to her in because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again. All right. Are you sure? No idea. What?
The man says some pretty disturbing things, and even after leaving, he keeps repeating the same phrases. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have some questions for you, as he's walking away. The man was identified as 40-year-old Christopher Sums. Sums faced multiple charges, including aggravated stalking. The woman in the house hid and called 911 as this whole ordeal was taking place, and thankfully she didn't answer or go near the door. This just shows the type of people that are out there, and you never know who you're going to run into, and what bad intentions they might have. Maybe this video made you rethink about getting a doorbell camera as well.